Hello, LSAR members, LSAR non-members who are MLS participants or subscribers. Gabe Walsh, your CEO here at the Lake Superior Area Realtors. We've been telling you for about the last 30 days now in multiple different communications, but here's your final warning. There are going to be several things that are going to look very different in the MLS this Thursday, December 8th. Again, these aren't monumental changes. These aren't things that should upend everything you're doing or make the sky fall or anything like that. But they are some things that you need to be aware of because some of your listings are going to be automatically have some adaptions made to them on December 8th. And additionally, after December 8th, when you input new listings, things are going to look a little bit different in how statuses are. So with this video, we've linked this 3-4 page document that lists out several 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 different specific changes that will take place within the system. I'm not going to bore you and read all those here, but you really need to get that document open and make sure you understand what's happening that day. What we've done is, if you've noticed in our MLS, there are a dozen plus different statuses for properties, and they're a lot of times ones that are unique that kind of are uniquely our own. And in the world where we now syndicate listings to so many other places on the internet, onto websites, it's important both for our members and our participants and subscribers, as well as the consumers and clients we represent, that data translates in a way that's understandable and that systems talk to each other in the right way. So that's a huge part of a lot of these changes. For example, a lot of these statuses are actually going to go away. So what's going to happen is, where some of these statuses go away, we've now created a whole bunch of different drop downs in the contingency field. Let me give you an example. The status right now, if you wanted to list a property in Wisconsin, active with bump, that's actually a status. That status is going to go away on Thursday, December 8th. If you've got a property that's listed active with bump, any properties that are listed that way on the 8th will automatically be reassigned to a new, just active category. And the contingency value with bump clause will be automatically assigned. So if you've got a listing in that category, you shouldn't need to worry. Those changes are going to take place automatically. But let's say you have a new listing on the 9th, and it's something that for the last several years you've listed as active with bump. You're not going to be able to do that anymore. Instead, you're going to have to go to status, select active. Once that's done, you're going to have to go to the contingency field, and there will be a series of contingencies with bump clause will be an option. So you will simply have a status that's active, a contingency with bump clause. Look, not a monumental change, but it really takes away a lot of the confusion in all the statuses, and it helps make sure that when we're pushing data to other places, the systems talk to one another. That's just one of the 11 examples. To the contingency values, though, we've added a whole bunch. Application received, subject to financing, subject to statutory rescission, none, inspection, other, with bump clause, without bump clause, subject to cancellation of previous purchase agreement. These are all contingency fields. So even if you don't have those statuses anymore, even if it's just active or pending, you still have all these contingency drop downs, so you'll still be able to adequately represent and explain to all that are looking at that property what the true nature of that listing and its status truly is. One of the other major things you're going to see is area fields. That you're not even going to be able to see area listed on the MLS anymore. Why? It's quite simple. The area field was nothing more than a duplication of the data that you already enter into the city field. It didn't make sense to have duplicative data, and that was the primary reason as to why it was taken away. Again, you won't even see that field come December 8th. It's important, though, because you won't be able to do searches by area anymore. There are a few other miscellaneous changes you'll want to know of. Make sure you take a look at this. Make sure you read the notice in full. But just understand, Some of these changes are going to be difficult. They are going to cause some confusion, but we've done everything we can to help you work through these. We will have the staff available here at the LSAR office that day to take calls and assist you. Our partners at Black Knight Paragon have an implementation team that's going to be in place that day that will be available for us to resolve any issues as this pushes out. As with any time you're making changes within your system, there could be some possible glitches. There could be a few bumps that we run into early in the day. We hope not. But again, when you're making these kinds of changes, these kinds of things can happen. So we want to make sure everybody understands these things are coming, that you give us time to try to help you and work through these things, and know that at the end of the day, by making these changes, we're trying to make your lives easier. We're trying to make your customers and clients' lives we're trying to make your clients' lives easier. We're just trying to do something that we truly believe will be beneficial. So hats off to the MLS committee that's been working on this over a year, really, for all the insights that have been brought to the table on this. And again, if you have any questions, please, 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 just reach out. We'll be happy to assist you. Thanks again, and appreciate you.